Hi Capricorn, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm pulling energies and messages for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for what you don't see coming. We're doing things a little bit differently this time, Capricorn. We are actually going to open the reading with the Divine Time Oracle deck. We've been getting some good messages from it, so I decided to do it for all of the signs this week. But of course, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, Cappy, because this is still intended for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, then check one of my other videos for one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. So, starting with Divine Time. What messages do we have for Capricorn, Divine Time? What message do we have for our happy Cappies? Time-based messages for my happy Cappies. What messages from Time do we have? What messages from Time? Whoa, 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 whoa. Next year. Oh, okay. And we're really close to the new year, Cappy. So that's really good timing. Okay. So this is going to happen next year. I imagine at the beginning of next year, something quite close. So let's say another month or two, maybe, for this one. Okay. Can we please, or if not, it could be just later on in the year, some one defining moment for you, Cappy, that Spirit would like to talk to you about today. Okay, right. What does Cappy need to know about next year, 2026? For the Capricorns in the collective, please. For Cappy, please, for Capricorn. What does next year mean? What do you want to tell them about next year? Okay. A couple of shuffles, please. I couldn't get that out, Cappy. Shuffles. Okay. Right. A couple of shuffles, please. For Capricorn for 2026, next year. What do they need to know? A defining moment. It could be in the next 2 months, next month. Could be 6 months. Could be right at the end of 2026. Okay, I think we'll stop in here. The world reversed. Oh, okay. All right, the world reversed. The moon reversed. Are we reversed? We are reversed. We take them reversed. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, that makes sense with the Hierophant, yeah? Some kind of lesson is going to be revealed. Or like the reason you had to go through a cycle is going to be revealed. Or some trial of 2025. So whatever your biggest trial was, the Hierophant, is daily routines and contracts and things. So contracts falls into soul contracts, life lessons, things like that, traditions, the way you see things, your values. Something was challenged in 2025 for you. 2026 brings the answers of that challenge. Clarity is finally delivered to you. You can have a moment, Cappy, where you go, oh, yeah, you'll look back on 25 and think, that makes sense. Okay, well, what is it? What is it? Can we be a little bit more specific, please, Spirit? That'd be nice. What is it? For Cappy, please. For Cappy. Something that you went without. 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and the Tower. Okay, this is kind of screaming unfinished business. If I'm honest to you, Cappy. Something that was left in the air, something that was quite resolved, something that didn't complete. There's a cycle that didn't complete, and in its ending comes the answers for the cycle in the first place. Very deep, Capricorn. Okay, well, what is it? What would the outcome of this be? Ooh, okay. Strength reversed. Okay. Popping out all over the place, Cappy. The Page of Wands. Judgment. Something really new is coming out of this, but something that at first you don't feel like you can do. You can do it because of what you've been through in the past. That's why this thing isn't coming in right now. Even at the time, something new crosses your path. Maybe it's something easy, fun, light, not so heavy. But I think in that energy, Cappy, you're also a little bit unsure of it. Because everything's been kind of heavy and chaotic in 2025. You're met with something open and calm and light. Kind of easy. But I don't think you trust it. Okay, right. Can we get the world in reverse, please? The world in reverse for Cappy next year. The world in reverse. The world in reverse, please. The world in reverse. Sorry, Cappy, I've got itchy nose. That means we're on to something. Okay, can we get the World in reverse, please? The World in reverse. The Ace of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Right, this is something to do with your stability, Capricorn. You want to do something new. I'm getting this is kind of you, like you next year. At the time of whatever this cycle that's not quite closed rears its head again, you're actually on a path somewhere totally different, towards something that excites you, something that you think has potential for like really pay off big time. So this could either be a job or it could be a partnership, and you think this partnership is someone you could build with, someone that you can connect to and make things happen and do new things with and learn new things and do exciting stuff, and there's passion, but there's also reliability and familiarity, and it's gorgeous. You're on a path to that when this thing pops up. So I don't know, it could be a person to do with that cycle, or it could be a new person or thing or place or job or whatever that may show you a characteristic of a past cycle or something. There's something familiar that while you're on this journey that kind of pops up out the ground. And can we get the Moon in reverse, please? It's been in hiding. It is currently in hiding. And then it pops up. And can we get the Moon, please? The Moon in reverse. The Moon in reverse. The Page of Cups. The Three of Wands. Yeah, I bet. And the Nine of Cups. Yeah. Someone's still harbouring some feelings towards you, and they're going to make those feelings apparent next year. They're watching you currently from a distance. They approach you from a distance, an energetic distance, as well as a physical distance. And they're looking at what are the possibilities of the issue. So basically like, what's Sag up to? What's Sag doing? Okay. They're not done that yet. Next year. All right, can I get the Hierophant, please? And you're also going to learn some truths about your emotions, your own emotions as well. This kind of bursts you wide open because things start making sense. Alright, I'm getting like almost a very specific scenario. So I'm not saying it's this scenario for all of you, but this is the energy of the scenario. Like somebody made you feel like you were crazy. And then some truth comes to light where you're like, actually, I'm not crazy. I was never crazy the whole time. But up until that point, they thought you were crazy, or they made you feel you were the problem, or something like that. Okay, can I get the Hierophant, please? Can I get the Hierophant? It basically mirrors to you, this experience, what your learning journey has been. You surprise yourself a little bit there, Saggy. Okay, for the Hierophant, we've got the Moon again. Yeah, this lesson under the Moon. Okay, the Moon is the subconscious. Temperance. You've been working on it. Some time passing. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. This is karmic. 100% karmic for sure. This is part of your soul lesson. This is part of a higher purpose of you being here. Something to do with your karmic debts. Pay and repay. You see, with karma, right? It's not there to punish you. It's also not there to reward you. It's a thread that runs through you, Cappy, through many lives. So you might be paying off karmic debt today that you earned 300 years ago, right? It's something to do with that. It could also be a karma, because we also accrue karma during this lifetime. And yes, it gets rebalanced in the same lifetime. That also happens as well. You see that more in the physical, though. Like someone getting their comeuppance, right? Karma. We say karma. That can happen over lifetimes. And it's something like that. Okay. Right. Can I get the Five of Pentacles, please? And it's like that is revealed to you, that process, somehow. Can I get the... Five of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it starts with the communication. Oh, the devil. Ace of Pentacles. They're going to offer you something. Something that you don't want to take. The intention behind it is not very nice. It's a devil. Okay. Right, can I get the Ten of Wands reversed, please? Can I get this Ten of Wands? Whoop. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What's going on, Cappy? What's going on here? over some, hang on one second, the Six of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I've not seen the Knight of Swords for ages. Where you been at, Knight of Swords? Anyway, sorry, Cappy. Back to your reading. You were left to pick up the pieces of something by yourself. You did a really good job of it. You put on a really good kind of show of it, as in like put a bit of a face. Made it look like you were fine, that you were doing great, and you did really good at that, Cappy. But at the end of it, you felt like you were picking up everything by yourself. Somebody next to you who caused this tower, or at least was with you when the tower occurred, regardless of blame, didn't help you pick up the pieces. They just kind of left it, and that would explain why this feels like it's in the air, like there's no closure over whatever this is. But I think closure's coming up here. It will look like them wanting to represent themselves or something like that, and it's a communication about it. They might wanting to be also addressing something that wasn't great in the relationship, if it's a positive message, but it's mostly looks like it might be a bit like okay, can we get the Tower, please? Yeah, you went solo. They've got the Fool, the King of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Oh, bless you, Cappy. You really put on a brave face. You're really hurt. For a little while, you didn't let those emotions in fully. You tried to at least have a graceful exit / peaceful closure to this. It didn't happen. So you were like, okay, I'm going to go put everything back together myself then. Alright, let's get Strength in reverse. So this will be when it comes in. Can I get Strength in reverse, please? This new thing. That seems actually quite easy. So that's why I'm like, is it this person or is it someone else? We've got the Five of Wands. Sorry, the Five of Swords. The Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Emperor. So when this comes in, you're actually feeling pretty good because you're on this new path to something amazing. I think you might be connecting with another energy, a different energy. I had a very similar reading for Sag actually, and these are almost the same. So if you've got strong Sag placements, I'd go check that reading out if I were you. I'm just looking at this Two of Swords, and the way this Two of Swords is aligned, and I shuffle these cards in between the takes, guys. The way this is aligned again has been very similar. Not the same, not exactly the same, but similar. And getting a similar vibe. And I think it's you kind of going, not this again. Oh, sigh. Oh, this again. Oh. Deal with this. Because you're kind of doing something really good on your own now. And it's come from the pain of having to pick up whatever this is. Right, what is this Page of Wands? What is it that they want to say? What is it? What is it? The Hanged Man. Four of Pentacles and the Tower. They're still at the Tower. What? So... Okay, so someone really has not let some stuff go in 2025. Someone's not healed. Someone's not been doing the work, guys. So you're showing me really lovely progression from this Tower moment. You were like, you took on responsibility for whatever happened. You did stuff on your own you really did not want to do on your own. And you've now connecting to something magnificent, something or someone magnificent. And then this thing appears like, let's talk about it. But the thing they want to talk about happened like a year ago. And you're like, what is there left to talk about? It's done. It's gone. They want to start something. And that's when you're just like, no. Okay. All right, can I get Judgment, please? Judgment? 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 The Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups, the soul connection. Yeah, so do you remember earlier in the reading when I said it was something that looked so easy that you didn't trust it? You were right to not trust it, Capricorn. I initially thought maybe you were being, you know, a little bit hesitant on past traumas. No, this is a direct person to you. I can almost tell you exactly what they're going to say, which is, I'm sorry, I didn't realise what I had before. I would like to start giving. If you are still open, if you are still wanting me, let's talk about what happened. Let's go over all the old issues. Let's do it now. That sort of thing. And you are so conflicted when it arrives, because you've got this new thing that you're connecting to, which looks really nice. It has a lot of potential. You're excited about it. I don't know if it's a person, and I don't know if it's a job or whatever. But something about an unfinished cycle pops up for you, Cappy. And I can't even say exactly when next year. I can't say exactly when. I'm looking for clues in the cards, in the energy. There's nothing. I think because it's a collective reading, so some of you, it's hard to say, right? I can't give you a date. But I can tell you what they're going to say, and then what it's going to sound like, and what it's going to feel like to you. And you'll just be like, no. Your energy retreats a little bit, actually, when they pop up. I don't know if you feel that on a conscious level when it happens at the time. Because on the surface level, you are acknowledging this is someone I was connected to. And when you connect on that, there's a feeling that rises on you. It's familiar. You're kind of confident in that space with them. It's like you know who you're dealing with. So I don't see any fear. I don't see anxiety. I just see I know who I'm dealing with. And then you shut down. But what they're offering you is, let's reconcile. Basically, all the stuff that you wanted to hear when the tower fell is all the stuff they're now coming out with a year later. What you do with that is up to you, Sag. I am not seeing a decision on your end. I mean, I've not pulled the universal advice, but really the ball is in your court with this one, Cappy. Very interesting. Right, can I please get some universal advice for Capricorn, please? Universal advice for my Cappies. There is something else here for you though, Cappy. You're connecting to something really nice. So I think your dilemma is going to be, do I sabotage whatever this is that could be great for something that I kind of know went a bit shit but maybe could improve? I'm not seeing they're being deceptive. But it's also more about you on this one, Cappy. Like, where are you at emotionally when they come in? Forget where they're at. Where are you at? And it looks like you, at least on an energetic level, do not want to do this tango with them again. Okay, can we get some universal advice, please, for Capricorn? Universal advice for Capricorn. Universal advice for Capricorn. Universal advice for Cappies, please. Universal advice for Cappies. Six of Arrows, yeah. Queen of, the Empress in reverse. King of Stones. Yeah, somebody's promising a stability to you that they can't actually deliver. So that you shutting down there emotionally, your nervous system recognizes that. Their strength in the reverse is actually them. They can't carry what it is they're offering because they've not done any personal growth. They're still at the tower. So you had the tower, you picked up all the pieces, you moved forward, and now you're in the process of building a new tower. They're still standing in the rubble. They haven't moved an inch. They're just standing there going, what do I do? You've moved on. You're in your brand spanking new tower, Cappy, like living large. And they're in a bit of a cesspit, if I'm honest with you. And they're just sitting there in the rubble. No, what just happened? Excuse me, it happened a year ago. Why are you still talking to Cappy about it? Should have talked to Capricorn then, not now. Now it's too late. It's like somebody who turns up at the finish line without doing the race and then tries to claim victory. off of the back of your hard work. No, Capri, we don't do that. My Capricorns don't tolerate any such behaviour. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Transition, that's you calmly going on to the calmer waters. Green Woman in reverse, that's the Empress in reverse. Something unproductive crosses your path. King of Stones, someone familiar, someone you're kind of comfortable with, someone you know well. So there's that kind of reliability energy to it, just because you're familiar with them. But you're showing me, at least on an energetic level via the universe, you know that there's no fruit here, there's no productivity here, there's nothing. This is a barren landscape with whoever this is. So let them stay in the barren landscape, Cappy. Let them pick up their own pieces. And I think that's what you intend to do. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. That's what your energy is telling me is what you want to do. And the universe backs you up 100%. Anyway, Capricorn, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me here in the Zen Den, Cappy. And until next time, take care.